swing twice. Jeez. This amount of stamina, I can only swing twice. What's the damage? Oh, 55%? That's still pretty good for an axe this big. Good, he attacked. Crap, I missed the elevator. Stand in the back of the elevator, make sure I don't get hit. Oh, guy at the top wasn't there. Guess I'll use the turpentine for this. That should be enough to one-shot one of these guys. Yeah. Interesting to think that the it takes a little bit longer to get to that side, but nobody follows you. I only learned about it because of Majin. Big ups to Majin for that one. Or I never even would have considered it were it not for him. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where the sweet spot is on this weapon. There it is. Okay, so the sweet spot for this weapon is you shouldn't be facing the enemy when you strike them with it. That's logical. But you get about 100 extra damage if you do it that way. That was why the weapon wasn't doing full damage. So I need to be swinging away from enemies when I use it. I wonder if that's the same with all axes. So let's see. Yeah. Seems like it. Swing with the arc. The top of the arc going into the enemy's body. I think that's what I need to do. It's not a bad weapon. It actually does pretty good damage, all things considered. It's very heavy, and it uses a lot of stamina per swing. So it's kind of like... the only way to make this weapon really worthwhile is to buff it, I guess. So it does about 200 damage per hit normally. So let me just see how well it does if I get him in the sweet spot. Hey, that'll work. 349. That came out well. $350. That's like max. Crap. Whoa, I got him twice. Nice. Yeah, even if he does that dive at the sconce, you want to roll. Heavy weapons in this game are really forgiving. They give you a lot of time to roll away. I took the Thief's Ring off so I could manipulate his AI a little. If you're wearing the Thief's Ring, they're more prone to fly away and not come back. I mean, they still fly away regardless of the ring, but with the ring, they see you faster because they're one of those bosses that is affected by the Thief's Ring for some reason. Also, these guys are cakewalk if you're allowed to level up. It's crazy just how much of a cakewalk they are. I'm really annoyed that I have so much trouble with them on Soul Level 1. But then I fight them just regularly and I walk all over them. This weapon is really good. Oh wow, he didn't get... What? No pancake for you? There we go. I hate it when that spell does that. Here you go. Yeah, this weapon's fine. I should learn the quick Garl kill. I think that'll be the next thing I need to learn. Oh, I forgot to equip for this area. Mostly what I do with Garl is I just parry him to death. This weapon, this probably has a really, really high critical attack, so I think it'll probably be fine, but... Don't know. Doing this at still level 1 was not advised. Those guys have about 2 hits. Hyper armor? Huh. Didn't expect this weapon to afford me some of that. Out of here with that. No other throwing weapons. bow. Nope. Fine. Oh, no. That's not what I want. It's all remain. That was me, I know. If you throw a soul remain early enough, you can actually catch these guys too. Yeah, lock on to the enemy behind me, please. That's exactly what I wanted. He wasn't even on camera. A lovely thing about weapons of this weight size, they do an AoE, and if you're on a ledge above another enemy, you can use the AoE to attack them from the ledge above. It's really broken. What is this weapon considered? I want to say it's probably like a great hammer. Large axe. Huh. I wonder if that's the same category as a meat cleaver. Because I definitely remember the meat cleaver was not categorized correctly. Because, you know, it's a meat cleaver. It's not a axe. But it was definitely labeled as such. Oh, I rolled 1 second too late. Oh, I forgot to throw some items in the box. No, I forgot to do something. Alright, let's check the hyper armor on this attack. I'm pretty sure the running R1 on this weapon has hyper armor. Nope. Sounded like I landed it though, but it didn't. This area is kind of big, open, and barren. But covered in poison. And there's a patrolling red phantom. So I guess that's something? There's a couple of enemies in the middle of the area that respawn. Like those plants that you see all around the interior of this map. They all just respawn infinitely. Mosquitoes, I think, respawn sort of up to a certain extent, but I don't think they respawn indefinitely. Whoops, I ran past the turpentine. Oh well. This weapon is so good, I don't even need turpentine. I think this still registers as poisoned. It's crazy. Just one piece of armor was all it takes to increase my poison resistance by this much. Unless the knight's armor offers it, I think it may. Let me see here. Yeah, it does. Okay. I think that's what they're saying. They're saying something like, "Oh God." What? Didn't finish you off. Ha. Try to shove me with your stupid shove now, boyos. Hyper armor. Oh, I was too far away for that one. Wow, I got lucky with that. Ran the long way around. Oop. Almost. Huh, a shove. Ow. To think, you don't even have to level up past the strength requirement for this weapon. And this is how good the weapon is. All you need is 30 strength.
Leave us, slayer of demons.
Yeah, like I said, pretty good damage for a crit.
You abandoned.
Ah, I was too close.
Dearest child, I have failed you.
Let me get the shield. Good. I don't need the rest. No plague resist. I always forget this black armor or the black leather set and the knight's armor I don't think offer any plague resist whatsoever. I think the bag lady set offers some though. Okay, I didn't think I needed to repair it anyway.
Soul of the mind.
It's like, what do you invest in when there's nothing to invest in?
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Hey Rika, how far did I get on my SL1 runs yesterday? Not very. So I started a casual no death run. I kept getting killed by smaller things. Oddly enough, I got stuck on Flame Lurker of all people. It's like, great. Got stuck on him. Definitely didn't want to get stuck on him. He's pretty easy to fight, so level 1. You just gotta bait out attacks for him. But then all of a sudden I was just getting bodied by him. Usually I mean I got bodied by him when I started doing this. But then I got used to his moves. Also yeah, so I didn't get quick dragon. What is it? I hesitated for a second, so he ended up looping quicker, or sooner. So now I'm using Dozer axe. Pretty good weapon for what it is. A weapon that doesn't scale, but you can buff it. It does pretty decent damage for a weapon this big. You always got stuck on the Flame Lurker. Well, after fighting him so level 1 for so long, he's like a pushover now. I walked all over him on this run. Like, the weapon does a lot of the work, but because I have so much health, I could literally take 6 hits or something like that. When you're playing him in solo level 1, he kills you in 2 hits. So it's like I have to be very super careful when I'm playing solo level 1. But this one, you don't even have to be careful at all. Or at least I don't have to be careful. Like, I guess once you play the game a certain way, it's kind of hard to translate that back. Or it just translates so well to casual runs. Like, I feel guilty playing it now like this because the game just feels like a breeze now. I mean, look at that damage. The guy barely even touched me. I feel guilty for playing like this. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be playing it like this. I should just go back to soul level 1. How many hits do you think it'll take to knock over the Tower Knight? 4? Six. Okay. Took 6 hits to knock him over. Smart dog. Frame trapping me. Alright, so I was practicing soul level 1 strats to get around the blue drake. So I'm gonna start using those on runs from now on. Normally I run past the blue drake anyway, but the problem was I would always get caught on the tail end of that guy's animations. So I was trying to figure out on a soul level 1 run how to get around him. I beat Tower Knight, yeah, I just beat him a second ago. Like I said, I was expecting to break his armor really, really quick. This weapon just makes short work of it. In and out in less than 30 seconds. Want this. Alright, gotta walk all the way up to this landing. What? He didn't come out this time. What the hell was that about? First time I've seen that. Normally it's the second one that doesn't come out, not the first one. Is there a way to survive any fall? What do you mean? You mean, like, is there a way to survive lethal falls? Like the falls that would obviously kill a player? Because I know there are. You just quit out. Game doesn't save you in midair. Or the game won't save when you're in midair because the game detects you as on unsafe terrain. The sky is unsafe terrain by the game's logic. So if you were to fall and quit out and reload before you died, you can actually reload the game and it'll pretend like you never fell. All the Souls games have that built in, surprisingly. They never removed it from any of the other games. Oh, right. I need to pick up... I'm going to pick up some heals. But yeah, you can definitely avoid death from a fall in this game. And then, of course, you have the cat ring, too, which also increases the distance you can fall. Plus dexterity. If you invest in dexterity, oddly enough, that increases your, that decreases fall damage as well. I'm not sure how much you can get before it stops, or like the damage modifier falls off or something. But I know you can definitely use dexterity as well. I hear an ambulance. Is it coming to pick the penetrator up, I wonder? Now, because this weapon is so big, it literally animation cancels crystal lizards. As in from the location after you fight Leechmonger. Oh, yeah, you can survive. If you fall from the very, very top, though, you won't survive. But if you land on, like, a platform midway through the level, you'll survive. Or do you mean that ledge after the Leechmonger? Because if that's what you mean, you're not going to survive that fall. Like the one that you use at the that you see at the very, very beginning of 5.2. What was that? The one after him. Yeah, you won't survive that unless you're using Cat's Ring, I think. I'm kind of not willing to try it at the moment. But I'm pretty sure that's a ledge that requires Cat Ring. It's either... I'm just going to assume no. I'm going to assume even with the Cat Ring on, you're not going to be able to survive that drop. That's one of those quit out drops. Alright, I'm going to let Drago kill that guy right there in front of me. In fact, I forgot to put this on. Can I? Good. This shield will protect me a little bit from fire damage. There we go. So don't run. That's the strat. Don't run immediately. Walk a little and bait the dragon into attacking right there. And then just keep moving and he'll keep attacking from that direction. This one you can keep running if you're elite enough. I'm not that elite. And then the last time I got here, I got blown away by the dragon because I ran too soon. There we go. So level 1, you don't have enough stamina. It's really annoying. But this one, I have all the stamina now. I knew he was gonna get in a hit. Take that, asshole. Fun time? Yeah. Let's see how well I fight him now. So level 1 fight? Oh, damage is pitiful for this guy. Maybe I should do like a Majin Sweet run where I allow myself to break the game on Cell level 1. There's some strats to this fight that I wasn't even aware of. So apparently you can actually walk in and hide somewhere. So if you just go right here, he doesn't see you apparently. Think? Yeah. He doesn't see you. Did I duplicate? Not in this run. I don't duplicate on my regular runs. That Soul Level 1 run was an exception because I don't feel like farming on a run that's as tedious as a Soul Level 1 run. This one, this weapon you don't have to even upgrade. You just make the weapon. Wow, he really did lose interest. I've never seen this cheese before, but it was thanks to Majin that I even knew about it. I've never done this one before, so. Music's not on either. I forgot, you can't sidestep that attack if you're that close. The hitbox for it is much bigger than it looks. Fucking hell. You want to get behind him when he does this. If you don't, there's a chance he can animation cancel you, which is really cheap. He's done it twice to me already in this fight. I'm not hitting him on the sweet spot though, unfortunately. I don't seem to know what his sweet spot is. That's not it. The sweet spot for the prisoners is much small. Much small. crap. I rolled too late. You can shoot him with the bow from before you even enter? Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, for some reason the music broke. Not really sure why. I've done a bow only run, that's why I remembered. Now, how long did it take me to beat this, I wonder? I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to do all weapons in this game now, because it's like once you use one particular kind of weapon, you've used them all. That's one of the downsides to Demon Souls is you have a variety. It's just that the variety is very, very small. All weapons in one particular weight class behave the same. The only difference is numbers. Wait a minute.
Shalt thou seek everlasting demon souls? Or obey that naive money?
Oh, okay, for a second there,
Whatever your choice.
I thought the
First visitor.
the ground sound that was there was different than what it was. Like for some reason, I thought I heard splashing water. No, Rika, I've done this. I've done at least 20 no-death runs already.
Suffering
So this isn't new for me. So level 1 was the one that I was having the most trouble with. So I just switched to regular no-death. Because regular no-death is actually pretty easy once you beat the game too many times. Wow, he keeps getting a hit. I can't hit him more than once. That's kind of lame.
Don't you understand? No one.
Can I pick this up? Good. How about no item, no death run? I've never considered trying one of those. So you're saying like a no consumable run, right? That could be doable. Yeah, I think that would actually be more doable than what I was So when you say no consumable, do you mean like no healing grass? Or like no items? Or do you mean just like literally no items? Also, I don't have to run. You can just literally stand outside the door and it'll do it. Because in all honesty, I think Soul Level 1 is very tedious, and it's just boring to the point that I don't like it. I've done it, like, I've attempted at least 15 runs. No healing items?
Along with the maiden.
I've done at least one no healing run. But that was just casual. I died a couple of times doing it.
But also lost its knowledge.
Right, I'm trying to do this for speed, so let me see how fast I was. I want to say this is probably somewhere around 2 hours. Let me check how fast this was. If you're not doing any level skips, I think 2 hours is probably as good as you can ask for. Oh wait, I had to restart. use my new game plus 6 character to check it because she's the only one who has access to the Pantheon. It's probably a little bit over 2 hours, I want to say. Because like once I got a pretty good flow going, I barely had to stop to farm. I remember that. Because oddly enough, it's pretty easy to get most of the physical weapons in this game pretty quick. Because you just have access to crystal lizards really quick. Oh, wrong one. Which one is she? This one? 2 hours and 2 minutes. No death, though.